Hi, my name is Steve and welcome to the Seaside Allotment channel, and this is just a quick weekly update. The next proper update will be a tour of the site, tour of the plots and harvest, and then I'll do my monthly what I'm sowing and growing update in early February. So what are we up to this week? So we've done quite a bit of planting out. We're planting 3 new trees, which is quite exciting, and I'll just give you a quick tour around. So first up, I've got around to planting this spinach beet, and I've interplanted it with radishes, and you can see radishes are doing very nicely. This bed is quite important to me because this provides the follow-on from the chard crop that I've currently got in one of the hoop tunnels, and the hoop tunnel that needs to be cleared by probably April time, because that's where my early French beans are going. So pretty pleased with that. So this is my second chard bed, and I'll be leaving this one, and then in this bed next to it I'm going to be clearing this bed of just preparing this bed rather, and I'm going to be popping carrots in here. But I'm waiting because we've got a bit of a cold snap coming, so there's not a lot of point in planting carrots when the ground's going to be that cold. So I'll probably wait until mid-February, I think, before I plant the carrots, maybe even March. I think we're going to run out of stored carrots in about early May, and so I'm looking for my follow-on crop, and I've got a few things going. I've got 3 batches of carrots in tubs, and I've just started these 2 tubs full of carrots as well, so hopefully these will all be ready by May, and I'll have a good continuity of supply. So I'm working hard at transitioning the polytunnel over to early brassicas and early stuff like early peas, early beans, early carrots, and transitioning this salad bed, starting to put radishes in here all down all the sides, and whenever I got an opportunity I'm taking lettuces out and popping brassicas in. So I've got some more brassicas down here, so hopefully all of this will be full of brassicas, and I'll keep those going in here until it's time for the tomatoes and the peppers to go in, and by then the outdoor brassicas should be thriving. So I've got 3 new minaret trees, 2 apples and a cherry. And we've got quite a lot of apples already on the site, but these are keepers, and we don't have very many keepers. We've got plenty for summer and autumn, but only 1 really good tree for winter. So got to clear some space, relocate some of these shallots and garlic, make some holes, and get those trees planted before the rain comes. So that's the trees in. Unfortunately, I didn't really have to disrupt this bed very much to get the trees in, and pop the stakes in. For the ties, I'm just going to use this stuff. I actually really like it. I like it more than the proper tree ties that you're meant to use. So these trees are all minarets, and the rootstock that these minarets is on likes a slightly acid soil, which is exactly the soil conditions that the garlic and the strawberries likes. So it's just perfect really for going in this bed. And I've chosen minarets because obviously I'm planting everything quite closely. Minarets need 2 supports, so 1 low down and 1 higher up, and just putting the twist in here just holds it off the stake. It's a 2-metre stake, so it's driven in quite a way. So that's the trees planted. This is a minaret Braeburn, and that had an excellent root system on it, and if you look at the way it's pruned, there's loads of nice fruiting spurs and lots of buds all the way up the stem. So I'm really pleased with that, and Braeburns are my absolute favourite apple, and of course they're a great keeper. It needs to be in a sunny spot, which it is, because Braeburns don't do very well up north, and we're northwest of England, but we've got another Braeburn and that did spectacularly well, so I'm pretty confident it's going to be okay. When I dig the holes, I don't dig huge holes, and I always backfill just with the same soil that I took out, so there's no boundary between the soil in the planting hole and the soil that surrounds the planting hole, so the roots just find their way into the virgin soil. I think there's different schools of thought around how to do that, but that seems to be the favoured way so far as I can tell, rather than filling the hole with loads of compost, for example, and then the roots see a boundary between the compost rich hole that they're planted in and the surrounding soil, and they don't grow out. They stay basically root bound in the compost rich soil hole. And then I've got a minaret cherry sunburst, and that had a very good root system on it as well. And then the final one is a Red Devil. It's another late keeping apple. The root system on that was not very good, but you can see that the tree is tiny by comparison with that Braeburn, but it still looks healthy enough. And maybe it's a year behind, or they're all meant to be 2 years old, but this one looks a lot younger than the Braeburn and the cherry. Anyway, that's all done. So the final job is just to get these all replanted. Shallots, look at that root system, it's looking really excellent. And I did have one shallot that I didn't think it was going anywhere, but it actually looks as if that's taken. Yeah, so lots to get planted. Okay, so that's all done. You can hardly tell. But, I've had to dig it all up. Everything's slotted in nicely. And plot's looking pretty good. It's all growing nicely under all this horrible ugly plastic. It's all full of lovely plants. So that's me done now. It started to rain, so I've just done a quick salad harvest, and I've got to say the salads are just fantastic at this time of year. So crunchy and mild. So we've got lots of lettuce leaves, spring onions, winter miner's lettuce, salad rocket. Yeah, really lovely selection. Okay, so that's me done, and I'll see you soon.